You know what, I'm here listening, and something really hits me. I think about my father, who basically went to 3rd grade, couldn't read or write English, and had this incredible advice he'd give people, me in particular. But I never paid attention to him at the time. And I guess I do now as I get older. But the thing of it is, he would tell me things. He would give me advice. I would listen to him, but not necessarily follow his advice. And what's the difference between a loving, caring parent or significant other or friend and a psychic? I mean, you have to really have love for your clients, and you just want to expose them, like lift the veil up so they can see. You're not telling them what to do, you're just showing them the endless opportunity that is out there. And it's really their choice. And you're just there to guide them a bit. And if they do make another choice, you're not angry or upset.
No.
And you'll redirect them again if they want to know. But you hear people so many times say, I don't go to psychics, it's against my religion. It's against my nature, it's against this. What is it against?
You see, this is one of the most misunderstood gifts that people have. Okay, everyone has, I mean, well, I will not say everyone, but a lot of people have a bad, because they don't understand what it is, they've never tried to inform themselves, so they have a negative view of what a psychic is, okay? And sometimes they don't know how to use a psychic either.
Well, you know, it's extraordinary because I've certainly been to many psychic channels, and it really does accelerate the process. It cuts through a lot of, when something resonates, what the channel is saying to you, it really does. It's like, oh, because it so resonates in my heart. I know, oh, that's right. I want to do that. You mean, it's like almost giving permission because there's someone else besides me seeing the possibility of what I want to create. And that's extraordinary.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, as long as you feel comfortable. Okay, and like you were saying, you know, for the half hour or the hour that you are talking to the client, you are basically like a parent.
Yes.
And that's why it's very important, if you are a psychic, you take your work seriously.
You don't abuse your power.
Absolutely. Well, I don't feel it's, yes,
you respect the person.
Yes, you respect the person. Okay, and I don't consider it as a power, but yeah, it can be powerful, because if you are misleading people, it can be, yes.
Something else I want to bring up. I know we're not allowed to mention the name of the company, but for 20 plus years, you were in management at one of the top 30 companies in the world.
Yes.
And you weren't a full-time psychic. But at that company, you made your decisions based on your intuition. And you were a businessman.
Wow, what a great employee that is to have. Oh my gosh.
But you know, he practiced in the real business world. He doesn't come from some whatever
Band
flowery road,
well,
bunch of gypsies, bunch of, you know, what people think.
Yeah.
You see, originally I did not want to do this. Okay. In fact, after I graduated from college, I was told by a very good friend of my family, because my mom is psychic as well. And the family friend was psychic, and he told me I was going to be reading for people and helping people. I'm like, no, this is the last thing I wanted to do. And God has a funny way of guiding us and putting us on the right path, where you need to be. And yes, while I was at that company, some people knew that I had the gift, but not everyone. And it's funny you mentioned that, because some people took advantage of it and used it properly.
And used it properly.
Absolutely. Okay. And but I decided to really start helping people be outside of my friends and family, because I realized that I could do some good. I saved the baby's life once, okay, and that had a major impact on me, okay, and I knew it was going to happen, okay. I had a dream, and I didn't tell my mother at the time, and I was told how to go about saving the baby, and I did it, okay, and I realized, well, I'm not hurting anyone. Why should I keep this away from people?
That provided your intention for going out in the world.
There you go.
And being a healer.
Yes.
But it took great courage because you had to leave a very comfy, traditional position where, you know, you had great retirement, great benefits, great stature. Oh, you work for that? Wow, you do this.
Right.
And then you went into this mystical world that's misunderstood.
Very much. Sticking
your neck out every second and starting all over again and saying, wow, that's courage.
Yes, well, I have a little different approach. I usually don't tell people that I am psychic. I start reading for them when I meet them. Okay, and then that's when they put two and two together. And I feel that's the best way to do it, and also to trigger people's sense of curiosity. What is this? I've never seen this person before, and how come he knows these things about me?
How enrolled are your clients or people that you just go up and read to actually go out and live the life that you know they want to live? Does it stay cerebral? Yeah, we'll do that, or do people actually go out and take action?
Well, it depends on the situation. Some people do, okay. Others simply let the situation unfold. Let's say, for example, like I told you, that friend, I described, you know, who she was going to encounter, okay. In that case, she let the situation unfold, okay. But in other cases, let's say, for example, okay, I'll give you a specific example. I used to do reading online, okay, on chat rooms, okay. And I was talking to that lady, and I told her about her mom. I asked her about, did her mom have shoulder pain? She says yes. I says, well, make sure someone is with her. She's not left alone, because I feel she may be having a heart attack soon. They listened to me, okay? They had somebody stay with her mom, and 3 weeks after I had the chat with her mom had a heart attack. So that's one case. Her mom did not want them to stay with her because she was used to being independent. She didn't want anyone in the house with her, you know. The kids left the house, so don't come back.
Right.
But I mean, not in a bad way.
Right, no, yes.
But they made sure that someone was always with her. And that saved her life.
They followed through on that intention.
Yes.
Yeah, that's extraordinary.
That's one case where they did listen. They followed through. Okay, and also the same thing with a young lady. She was in her 20s. She's in her 20s. No, now she's older than that. But I told her about an accident that I saw for her, and she listened to me.
About an accident?
A car accident. Because I mean, she was young, 19, 20. Okay, put a lot of other kids in the car. They go to the beach, and they have fun. And I told her, I said, well, be careful. Do not put a lot of people in your car and follow the rules of the road. She did. She had the accident, but she only had a minor injury, a big bump in her forehead. It could have been worse, to answer your question.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
What one thing that you haven't mentioned to me that is very important in my life now that you can tell me? Make it brief, put it to the point, and say whatever it is, good, bad, or indifferent.
I know you've been shying away from getting serious with someone in the past few years. I wouldn't be surprised if you get married in the coming 2 to 3 years. And the gentleman there, there's an uncle.
Our cameraman.
Does your mom have a brother who passed?
He's saying yes. You can, yes.
He wants you to know that, please tell you, he's coming through, And he would like you to tell your mom that he loves her very much and the rest of the family. Do you know if they are worried? I mean, is that in your mom's mind? Because, well, for some reason I keep picking him up. The minute I saw you, he keeps wanting to come through. Okay, is there a J name, like Jean, in your family?
Say that again?
Who's the J name? As in Jean? Yes.
No, I don't think so.
Remember that.
Okay.
I'm getting the J, okay? Because usually when I tell people the initial or the name, they don't. I did a reading for a woman. I gave her the first initial of her boyfriend's name. She says, I don't know that person. 2 days later, she called me. Oh, that was my boyfriend. So please remember that, okay? He's passing it J. But please tell your mom he came through and passing his love to the rest of the family, okay?
Well, this has really been wonderful. It's been a great experience, and you can see how easy it is to talk to a psychic and what type of information they can give you and how it can guide you. It doesn't control you. It doesn't limit you. The choice is yours, and that's the most important thing to keep in mind. Don't give up your power to anyone. The choice is always yours, but at least they let you know about the opportunities that are out there for you, and then you could make the decision. Obviously, he feels I'm going to be in a position to make a commitment in the next 2 years. The choice is still mine. So I'm not giving up the choice. And thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome. It's been a pleasure.
Awesome.
And thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. Well, once again, we had a very interesting night. The show was very stimulating. It goes to show you that everything is about a bunch of little baby steps. It's all about feeling comfortable with the uncomfortable, feeling comfortable with change, feeling comfortable with really trying to figure out who we are. Not looking for the answers, but asking the questions. What is it that really brings happiness to us? What brings love to us?
And I thought a really important point that John made was, if you do see a psychic, don't give up your power. You are the author of your own life. And the way we shop for anything, if you are going out to look for a psychic, see that that you feel a trust for them, and that they resonate with you. If they don't, keep walking.
Follow your gut. Your gut will tell you everything you need to know. You don't have to rationalize it. You just have to feel it. And then what you want will manifest itself. And that's what this whole series of talk shows are all about. Following your gut, following your intention, and creating the life that you want. Well, once again, thank you very much for joining us tonight for another adventure in our journey of self-exploration, from fear to love.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Namaste.
Namaste.